There was an old lady who sat in her room amidst her own darkness and gathering gloom. The poor soul chose to contemplate the sorrows of life and her mortal fate. She thought of her exes with sick remorse and the miserable turns as life took its course. She dwelled on her children for years estranged, with regrets that almost left her deranged. She was old and lonely, bitter and sad. Her aches and pains were making her mad. A sudden beep interrupted her mood and further darkened her attitude. She spied a group message there on her phone, humor she simply could not condone. The post wasn't vulgar, wicked, or crude, sacrilegious, or even rude, but she thought it silly, and she couldn't see why so many others were laughing with glee. She worked herself up in a furious stew. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, without hesitation, quick as a wink, she decided to raise up a stink. She snatched up her phone in a towering rage like somebody 0.5% of her age and poured out venom in digital prose for horrible reasons that God only knows. Had she had a stroke? Had she lost her mind? What could have possessed her to be so unkind? Her tickle box was lying in shreds, shattered completely apart. Her joy had been squelched by a million frowns from a wounded and bitter heart. So she sat in a snit, alone in her room, preferring to stew in a humorless gloom, spewing her outrage and stored up wrath on hapless victims who crossed her path. Let us pray for the souls who forgot how to smile as they struggle through life's most treacherous miles, that God would grant them a moment of ease, a sense of His love and inner peace. Let us laugh at ourselves in the time that we're here, celebrating our moments of cheer. Giggles are vitamins meant for the soul, that part of us all that should never grow old. Let fading memories silence the past when thoughts would pierce with a chilling blast. And let us recall when we face the night only the joys and all that is right. With hope in our hearts and a smile on our face, thankful to God as we finish the race. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Philippians 4:8.